Wikipedia wik-ih-PEE-dee-ə or wiki-ih is a multilingual free online encyclopedia written and maintained by a community of volunteers through open collaboration in a wiki-based editing system. Its editors are known as Wikipedians. Wikipedia is the largest and most read reference work in history. It is consistently one of the 10 most popular websites ranked by SimilarWeb and formerly Alexa. As of 2022, Wikipedia was ranked the 7th most popular site. It is hosted by the Wikimedia Foundation, an American non-profit organization funded mainly through donations. On January 15, 2001, Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger launched Wikipedia. Sanger coined its name as a blend of wiki and encyclopedia. Wales was influenced by the spontaneous order ideas associated with Friedrich Hayek and the Austrian School of Economics after being exposed to these ideas by Austrian economist and Mises Institute senior fellow Mark Thornton. Initially available only in English, versions in other languages were quickly developed. Its combined editions comprise more than 59 million articles, attracting around 2 billion unique device visits per month and more than 17 million edits per month as of November 2020. In 2006, Time magazine stated that the policy of allowing anyone to edit had made Wikipedia the biggest encyclopedia in the world. Wikipedia has received praise for its enablement of the democratization of knowledge, extent of coverage, unique structure, culture, and reduced degree of commercial bias, but criticism for exhibiting systemic bias, particularly gender bias against women and alleged ideological bias. The reliability of Wikipedia was frequently criticized in the 2000s, but has improved over time, as Wikipedia has been generally praised in the late 2010s and early 2020s. The website's coverage of controversial topics such as American politics and major events like the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russian invasion of Ukraine has received substantial media attention. It has been censored by world governments, ranging from specific pages to the entire site. In April 2018, Facebook and YouTube announced that they would help users detect fake news by suggesting fact-checking links to related Wikipedia articles. Articles on breaking news are often accessed as a source of frequently updated information about those events. Early life and education. Emily Jean Stone was born on November 6, 1988, in Scottsdale, Arizona, to Jeffrey Charles Stone, the founder and CEO of a general contracting company, and Krista Jean Stone, a homemaker. She lived on the grounds of the Camelback Inn Resort from ages 12 to 15. She has a younger brother, Spencer. Her paternal grandfather, Konrad Ostberg Sten, was from a Swedish family that anglicized their surname to Stone when they immigrated to the United States through Ellis Island. She also has German, English, Scottish, and Irish ancestry. As an infant, Stone had baby colic and cried frequently. She consequently developed nodules and calluses on her vocal cords while she was a child. She has described herself as having been loud and bossy while growing up. Stone was educated at Sequoia Elementary School and attended Cacopa Middle School for the 6th grade. Although she did not like school, she has stated that her controlling nature meant that I made sure I got all A's. Stone suffered panic attacks and anxiety as a child, which she says caused a decline in her social skills. She underwent therapy but claims it was her participation in local theater plays that helped cure the attacks, she recalled. The first time I had a panic attack I was sitting in my friend's house, and I thought the house was burning down. I called my mom and she brought me home, and for the next 3 years it just would not stop. I would go to the nurse at lunch most days and just wring my hands. I would ask my mom to tell me exactly how the day was going to be, then ask again 30 seconds later. I just needed to know that no one was going to die and nothing was going to change. Stone wanted to act since age 4. She wanted a career in sketch comedy initially, but shifted her focus toward musical theater, and took vocal lessons for several years. Her acting debut, at age 11, came in a stage production of The Wind in the Willows, playing the part of Otter. Stone was homeschooled for 2 years, during which time she appeared in 16 productions at Phoenix's Valley Youth Theatre, including The Princess and the Pea, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and performed with the theatre's improvisational comedy troupe. Around this time, she traveled to Los Angeles and auditioned unsuccessfully for a role on Nickelodeon's All That. Her parents later sent her for private acting lessons with a local acting coach, who had worked at the William Morris Agency in the 1970s. Stone attended Xavier College Preparatory, an all-girl Catholic high school, as a freshman, but dropped out after 1 semester to become an actress. She prepared a PowerPoint presentation for her parents titled Project Hollywood to convince them to let her move to California to pursue an acting career. In January 2004, she moved with her mother to an apartment in Los Angeles. She recalled, "I went up for every single show on the Disney Channel and auditioned to play the daughter on every single sitcom," adding, "I ended up getting none." Between auditions for roles, she enrolled in online high school classes, and worked part-time at a dog treat bakery. Career. Early roles. Stone made her television debut as Laurie Partridge on the VH1 talent competition reality show In Search of the New Partridge Family. The resulting show, retitled The New Partridge Family, remained an unsold pilot. She followed this with a guest appearance in Louis C.K.'s HBO series Lucky Louie. She auditioned to star as Claire Bennett in the NBC science fiction drama Heroes, but was unsuccessful and later called this her rock-bottom experience. In April 2007, she played Violet Trimble in the Fox action drama Drive, but the show was cancelled after 7 episodes. Stone made her feature film debut in Greg Motola's comedy Superbad, CO starring Michael Cera and Jonah Hill. The film tells the story of 2 high school students who go through a series of comic misadventures after they plan to buy alcohol for a party. To play the role of Hill's romantic interest, she dyed her hair red. A reviewer for The Hollywood Reporter found her to be appealing, but felt that her role was poorly written. Stone has described the experience of acting in her first film as amazing, very different than other experiences I've had since then. The film was a commercial success, and earned her the Young Hollywood Award for Exciting New Face. The following year, Stone starred in the comedy The Rocker, playing Amelia Stone, the straight-face bass guitarist in a band. She learned to play the bass for the role. The actress, who describes herself as a big smiler and laugher, admitted that she found it difficult playing a character whose personality traits were so different from her own. The film, and her performance, received negative reviews from critics and was a commercial failure. Her next release, the romantic comedy The House Bunny, performed better at the box office, becoming a moderate commercial success. The film saw her play the president of a sorority, and perform a cover version of the Waitress's 1982 song I Know What Boys Like. Reviews for the film were generally negative, but Stone was praised for her supporting role, with TV Guide's Ken Fox stating she is well on her way to becoming a star. Breakthrough. Stone appeared in 3 films released in 2009. The first of these was opposite Matthew McConaughey, Jennifer Garner and Michael Douglas in Mark Waters' Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. Loosely based on Charles Dickens' 1843 novella A Christmas Carol, the romantic comedy has her playing a ghost who haunts her former boyfriend. Critical reaction to the film was negative, though it was a modest commercial success. Her most financially profitable venture that year was Ruben Fleischer's $102.30 million grossing horror comedy film Zombieland, in which she features alongside Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, and Abigail Breslin. In the film, she appeared as a con artist and survivor of a zombie apocalypse, in a role which Chris Hewitt of Empire magazine thought was somewhat underwritten. In a more positive review, Tim Roby of the Daily Telegraph found the hugely promising Stone to be a tough cookie who projects the aura of being wiser than her years. Stone's third release in 2009 was Kieran and Michelle Mulroney's Paper Man, a comedy drama which disappointed critics. Stone voiced an Australian shepherd in Marmaduke, a comedy from director Tom Day, which is based on Brad Anderson's long-running comic strip of the same name. Her breakthrough came the same year with a starring role in Easy a teen comedy directed by Will Gluck. Partially based on Nathaniel Hawthorne's 1850 historical romance novel The Scarlet Letter, the film tells the story of Olive Pendergast, a high school student who becomes embroiled in a comic sex scandal after a false rumor circulates that she is sexually promiscuous. Stone read the script before the project was optioned for production, and pursued it with her manager while production details were being finalized. She found the script so different and unique from anything I'd read before, saying that it was funny and sweet. When Stone discovered that the film had begun production, she met with Gluck, expressing her enthusiasm for the project. A few months later, the audition process started and she met again with Gluck, becoming one of the first actresses to audition. The film received positive critical reviews, and Stone's performance was considered its prime asset. Anna Smith of Time Out wrote, "Stone gives a terrific performance, her knowing drawl implying intellect and indifference with underlying warmth." The film was a commercial success, grossing $75 million against its $8 million budget. Stone was nominated for a BAFTA Rising Star Award and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy, and won the MTV Movie Award for Best Comedic Performance. In October 2010, Stone hosted an episode of NBC's late-night sketch comedy Saturday Night Live. Her appearances included a sketch playing off her resemblance to Lindsay Lohan. Stone described it as the greatest week of my life. She hosted it again in 2011, appeared in an episode in 2014, and in its 40th anniversary special in 2015. A brief appearance in the sex comedy Friends with Benefits reunited her with Gluck. She followed this with a supporting role in Glenn Ficarra and John Requa's romantic comedy Crazy, Stupid, Love alongside Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, and Julianne Moore. The film featured her as a law school graduate, and the love interest of Gosling's character. Despite finding some inevitable collapses into convention in the film, Drew McWeeny of HitFix wrote that Stone ties the whole film together. At the 2012 Teen Choice Awards, she won the Choice Movie Actress Comedy Award for her performance in the film. Crazy, Stupid, Love was a box office success, grossing $142.9 million worldwide against a production budget of $50 million. Dismayed at being typecast as the sarcastic interest of the guy, Stone co-starred with Viola Davis in Tate Taylor's period drama The Help, a film she found challenging. The film is based on Catherine Stockett's 2009 novel of the same name and is set in 1960s Jackson, Mississippi. She met with Taylor to express a desire to work on the film. The director said, "Was completely awkward and dorky, with her raspy voice, and she sat down and we got a little intoxicated and had a blast, and I just thought, God. This is Skeeter." She was cast as Eugenia Skeeter Felon, an aspiring writer learning about the lives of the African American maids. In preparation for the part, she learned to speak in a Southern accent and educated herself on the civil rights movement through literature and film. With a worldwide gross of $216 million against a $25 million budget, The Help became Stone's highest-grossing film to that point. The film, and her performance, received positive reviews from critics. Writing for Empire, Anna Smith thought Stone was well-meaning and hugely likable despite finding flaws in the character. The film was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture, and won Best Ensemble Cast from the Women Film Critics Circle and the Broadcast Film Critics Association. The Amazing Spider-Man / I Birdman / I, and Broadway. None. Established actress. During her run in the cabaret revival, Stone met filmmaker Damien Chazelle, who, impressed with her performance, cast her in his musical comedy drama La La Land. The project, which marked her third collaboration with Gosling, starred Stone as Mia Dolan, an aspiring actress living in Los Angeles. Stone borrowed several real-life experiences for her character, and in preparation, watched The Umbrellas of Cherbourg and films of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. For the film's soundtrack, she recorded 6 songs. La La Land served as the opening film at the 2016 Venice Film Festival, where it generated critical acclaim and earned Stone the Volpe Cup for Best Actress. In addition to being her best-reviewed film on the review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, it emerged as a commercial success, with a worldwide gross of over $440 million against a production budget of $30 million. Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian wrote that Stone has never been better, superbly smart, witty, vulnerable, her huge doe eyes radiating intelligence even, or especially, when they are filling with tears. For her performance, Stone won the Academy, Golden Globe, SAG, and BAFTA Award for Best Actress. Stone's sole release of 2017 was the sports comedy drama Battle of the Sexes, based on the 1973 eponymous match between tennis players Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. In preparation, Stone met with King, watched old footage and interviews of her, worked with a dialect coach to speak in King's accent, and drank high-calorie protein shakes to gain 15 pounds. The film premiered to positive reviews at the 2017 Toronto International Film Festival, and certain critics considered Stone's performance to be the finest of her career. Benjamin Lee of The Guardian praised her for playing against type, and for being strong and convincing in the part. Even so, the film earned less than its $25 million budget. Stone received her 4th Golden Globe nomination for it, and attended the ceremony with King. In 2018, Stone and Rachel Weisz starred as Abigail Masham and Sarah Churchill, 2 cousins fighting for the affection of Queen Anne, in Yorgos Lanthimos' historical comedy drama The Favourite. She found it challenging being an American among an all-British cast, and struggled with mastering her character's accent. The film premiered at the 75th Venice International Film Festival to critical acclaim. Michael Nordini of IndieWire praised Stone for taking on such a bold role following the success of La La Land, and termed the 3 lead actresses a majestic triumvirate in a period piece that's as tragic as it is hilarious. For The Favourite, she received her 5th Golden Globe nomination and 3rd Oscar nomination. She then executive produced and starred in the Netflix dark comedy miniseries Maniac, directed by Karihoji Fukunaga. It featured Stone and Jonah Hill as 2 strangers, whose lives are transformed due to a mysterious pharmaceutical trial. An admirer of Fukunaga's work, she agreed to the project without reading the script. Lucy Mangan of The Guardian commended both Stone and Hill for playing against type and delivering career-best performances. Judy Berman of Time magazine was similarly impressed with their growth as actors since Superbad and noted the complexity in their performances. In the same year, Stone appeared alongside Paul McCartney in a music video for his song Who Cares. Stone reprised her role as Wichita in Zombieland, Double Tap, the sequel to 2009's Zombieland, which received mixed reviews and has grossed $122 million worldwide. She narrated the Netflix documentary series The Mind, explained and reprised the voice role of Eep in The Croods, A New Age, the sequel to 2013's The Croods. In 2021, Stone played Cruella de Vil in Craig Gillespie's crime comedy Cruella, a Disney live-action based on the 1961 animation 101 Dalmatians. Starring opposite Emma Thompson, Stone also served as an executive producer of the film alongside Close. The film was released in U.S. theaters and on Disney and Premier Access to positive reviews and grossed $233 million worldwide against its $100 million budget. Justin Chong of Los Angeles Times wrote that despite the film's flawed screenplay, Stone was wholly committed, glammed to the nines. Chong favorably compared it with her performance in The Favorite, adding that she nailed every nuance as another lowly young woman turned ambitious schemer. For Cruella, Stone garnered another Golden Globe nomination. Upcoming projects. Public image. Commenting on her performance in The Help, Kirk Honeycutt of The Hollywood Reporter called her one of our very best young actresses. She is known for starring both in high-profile, mainstream productions and in low-budget independent films. Times' Daniel D'Addario describes the latter as substantive risk and adds that taking on a role in them provides her an opportunity to try something new and to get credibility. Analyzing her on-screen persona, Jessica Kyang of IndieWire noted that Stone, usually the approachable, down-to-earth, girl-next-door type, in person she demonstrates many of those qualities too, along with an absolute refusal to take herself too seriously. In 2008, she topped Saturday Night Magazine's Top 20 Rising Stars Under 30 and was included in a similar list compiled by Moviefone. LoveFilm placed her on their list of 2010 Top 20 Actresses Under 30, and her performance in Easy-A was included in Time's Top 10 Everything of 2010. She appeared in the 2013 Celebrity 100 list, a compilation of the 100 most powerful people in the world, as selected annually by Forbes. The magazine reported that she had earned $16 million from June 2012 to June 2013. That same year, she was ranked first in the magazine's top 10 best value stars. In 2015, Forbes published that she had become one of the world's highest-paid actresses with earnings of $6.5 million. The magazine would rank her as the world's highest-paid actress 2 years later with annual earnings of $26 million. In 2017, she was included on Time's annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Stone has been described as a style icon. The media lists her hair, eyes, and husky voice as her trademark features. Vogue credits the actress for her sophisticated, perfectly put-together looks, writing that her charisma, both on screen and off, has charmed many. In 2009, she was featured on FHM's 100 Sexiest Women in the World and Maxim's Hot 100, the latter also placed her on the list on 3 other occasions: 2010, 2011, and 2014. In 2011, she featured on Victoria's Secret's list of What is Sexy, as the sexiest actress. She was mentioned in other media outlet listings that year, including People's 100 Most Beautiful Women, each of FHM's and FHM Australia's 100 Sexiest Women in the World, and Men's Health's 100 Hottest Women. She was ranked 6th on Empire's list of the 100 Sexiest Movie Stars in 2013. Stone was named the Best Dressed Woman of 2012 by Vogue and was included on similar listings by Glamour in 2013 and 2015, and People in 2014. Personal life. Stone moved from Los Angeles to Greenwich Village, New York, in 2009. In 2016, she moved back to Los Angeles. Despite significant media attention, she refuses to publicly discuss her personal life. Concerned with living a normal life, Stone has said she finds little value in media attention. She has expressed her fondness for her profession, and has cited Diane Keaton as an acting influence, calling her one of the most covered-up actresses of all time. She has also named Marion Cotillard as one of her inspirations. Stone has a close relationship with her family. She says, I am blessed with a great family and great people around me that would be able to kick me in the shins if I ever for 1 minute got lost up in the clouds. I've been really lucky in that sense. During the filming of The Amazing Spider-Man in 2010, Stone began dating her co-star Andrew Garfield. Their relationship was reported in the media with various speculations. The pair refused to speak publicly about it, though they made several appearances together. In 2014, on an occasion in New York City, Stone and Garfield encouraged paparazzi to visit websites that spread awareness of causes such as autism. In 2015, they were reported to have broken up. In 2017, Stone began a relationship with Saturday Night Live segment director Dave McCary. They became engaged in December 2019 and married the following year. In January 2021, the couple were reported to be expecting their first child together. In March 2021, they had their first child, a daughter. The couple named their daughter Louise Jean McCary, a tribute to Stone's grandmother, Jean Louise. Jean is also Stone's middle name. Philanthropy. Stone has said she suffers from asthma, which she discovered after having difficulty breathing during the filming of Easy-A. Her mother was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer and was cured in 2008. Stone and her mother celebrated by getting tattoos of birds' feet, designed by Paul McCartney, a reference to the Beatles' song Blackbird, which she and her mother love. She appeared in a Revlon campaign that promoted breast cancer awareness. In 2011, Stone featured in a collaborative video between Star Wars and Stand Up to Cancer, which aimed to raise funds for cancer research. 2 years later, she attended an event by Gilda's Club, an organization working for a similar purpose. From 2012 to 2014, she hosted the Entertainment Industry Foundation's Revlon Run/Walk, which helps fight women's cancer. Stone, alongside 3 other celebrities, was present at the 2012 Nickelodeon Halo Awards, a television special that profiled 4 teenagers who are helping and leading others. She attended the 2014 Earth Hour, a worldwide movement for the planet organized by the Worldwide Fund for Nature. In 2015, she was part of a fundraising event in support of the Motion Picture and Television Fund, which helps people in the film and television industries with limited or no resources. In 2018, she collaborated with 300 women in Hollywood to set up the Time's Up initiative to protect women from sexual harassment and discrimination. Acting credits and awards. According to the review aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes and the box office site Box Office Mojo, Stone's most critically acclaimed and commercially successful films are Superbad, Zombieland, Easy-A, Crazy, Stupid, Love, The Help, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Birdman, La La Land, Battle of the Sexes, The Favorite, and Cruella. Stone has been nominated for 3 Academy Awards, Best Supporting Actress for Birdman and The Favorite, and Best Actress for La La Land, and 4 British Academy Film Awards, BAFTA Rising Star Award, Best Supporting Actress for Birdman and The Favorite, and Best Actress in a Leading Role for La La Land. She won both her nominations for La La Land. Other awards for the film include Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical at the 74th Golden Globe Awards, Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Leading Role at the 23rd Screen Actors Guild Awards, and Volpe Cup for Best Actress at Venice Film Festival.